Good morning from my yoga mat. This is Sunshine Warrior. Oh, there's some cloud cover today and it feels good, but I think it's a little smoky still here in Northern California. How about where you are? You have some good summer weather going on. I was remembering a summer just over 4 years ago, maybe close to 5 years ago. I went to Bali, Indonesia. It was a solo trip. It was all about finishing crossing a bridge of grief and healing that I needed. And it was all about self-discovery and all about clearing the veil and letting myself just be. So I made no plans. It was really this trip all about me, but I made like no plans. I went by myself. I had just two places to stay on each side of the Bali Island, and that was it. No other thing, no transportation arrangements, no excursion plans, no. I just said, you know what, it comes each day, and what my heart tells me I want to do in the moment, that's what I'm gonna do. No matter what it is, I'm just gonna be open and I'm going to experience what. So I went and it was beautiful, so beautiful. I did live that way, where whatever experience came that I felt was right and it resounded with my heart, then that's what I did. But I came back from that trip with some lessons and some knowledge and some wisdom and some insight that I never expected to happen. You know those walls that we all build here in the United States, and probably elsewhere also. Everybody, every society, and every being, every individual even has their own like things. So we build like these walls. I had really strong ones from really tall and thick walls from just my upbringing and my childhood. And my my friends noticed this. I could hear them when they said things like, Pam, tell me like really what you want, or, I know this is partially how you feel, but how do you really, I have a couple really heart-centered friends, and they would always try to stretch me to do that. But it was a strong, strong wall. And what Bali did, the people of Bali did, is by watching them perform rituals that they connect with the gods and their like higher visions, just by offering little plates of gratitude that they would put out every morning and every night. And I would hear every morning and every night those chimes ring to call you to prayer and to centeredness. And it's for everyone. And I would see like the people come from their little small places of residence, and they lived mostly outside, so they just needed this little small space. And the people there mostly had very little, but they lived very abundantly. Like they lived in a flow that I hadn't seen here in the United States. And I would even watch them in the evenings leave like their restaurants and leave their homes, and many go down and fly kites on the beach together with the kids and watch the same full moon that we all in the whole entire world watch rise. And I, in those moments, was like, this is true connection. This is an example of real, true connection in our world. So when I came home and I was put back in our, excuse me, in our too busy, my opinion, too busy society and unbalanced world and chaotic space, and I mean, the Bali people, even in their work, would take time to play a little card game in the middle of the day, and then they worked like a longer day, but they had restful parts within the day, even like the workers who did the landscaping and the housekeeping, like they just took time. And I would watch people here and be like, where is that time? Where is that connection that they took to be not just even with themselves that I talk about all the time, but with someone else and say, hi, how you doing? And just be talking connectedly, really connectedly with someone else, beyond the surface level. So I really, really appreciated that, and I brought it with me. And my walls were just gone. It was so very thin. Like I still had boundaries for what I wanted in life with people, but judgment was lessened hugely, and my personal walls were just diminished, so tiny. That's when I started coming on live to talk about natural wellness at the time, and connecting, because it's just so important for us to be a community. And now we have like these amazing new type of community that's online, that's in Instagram and YouTube and Facebook and all the places. That's these communities that have, you really do develop like friendships and camaraderie and all the things with people here. And that, I think, is just incredible that we can do that with people that we wouldn't otherwise connect with here and there. Is that just, you know, and it's not just important that we just connect, but, and we are, when we do that authentically, then automatically what happens is we're there. I am too, so grateful we met. Me and Dawn did meet here, and I actually met up with her last week, a week ago today, and hiked with her in Tahoe. And we were like, immediately when I met her, I'm like, this is a soul sister. Like, you just have that chemistry, and that there's nothing like that when you meet a new person and you don't know what to expect exactly, but you know everything's gonna be fine. Like, you just know that. And then that chemistry is there, that you know, this is one of my soul sisters, like immediately. And we can only do that if we get together in some kind of space. And then when that happens authentically, just like did with Dawn and I hope you don't mind me mentioning, that we supported each other and talked about our shit, literally, and talked about our things that are in our way, and things that are important to us, and dreams that we have, and all those pieces of life that we like put together, that we weave together, like she said, that we weave together to try and build balance and intention and a life that we are joyfully living each and every day. So I wanted to bring you that message because what is it worth to have a lesson from another place if we can't share it? And we can definitely gain wisdom from not just our own experiences, from books and from other people, and all of those things. So today I invite you to just notice, just be aware. That's all you have to do. You don't even have to do anything. You just can be aware of when you have that wall. And you notice when it's with people that you truly are close to, that you could be completely open with, and it would be okay. And just ask, what if I was completely open and I just said my honest to goodness truth, just blah right now? What would happen? What would actually happen? And not all those stories that we play in my head and what could happen, but what would actually happen? Is that person still gonna be there for you? Or are they gonna be like, what? And they're gonna come in most likely they're gonna come in and lean in. They're not gonna go out when they're people that you already have connections and close to with. It's just not. Diesel! Sorry, my dog's in the other yard. Our boundaries in the United States. Diesel, come here. Good boy, come. Come on. So anyways, let's leave with 2Bs. But first, oh my gosh, I'm almost forgetting because I do that. I just met with my first women's circle group that I'm doing, and I'm going to start another one because I'm keeping them small to 7 or less. And it will be a place to gather and bring all of those pieces to weave together in life and talk about our stuff and dream together and check in together and be more than just our normal friends that support us all lovingly, hopefully, but that really, it's like a truth group, and that we will call each other out when we see us being like untrue to ourselves. We'll call each other out when we say those things like, hey, I wanna do this, like one of my goals. I wanna save for a landscaping and a pool for my family. I want to have more, I wanna be able to help more coaching clients and do tarot reads. And those things that are just scary to speak out and say, this is what I want to do with my life, but we can do them together in a safe space and allow all the knowledge of all of our brains to come together and work together and get advice and just build ourselves up. We can help each other build ourselves up. So if you'd be interested in a group like that, then just message me and we'll connect. And then I am taking like signups until August 7th. August 7th, 8th is a new moon. And then that's when we'll, as a group, be deciding on a time to meet up and how to meet up and all of that. So it'll meet up soon after August 7th. Soon. We'll make it soon. So I already have one group formed, and this will be a second group, and that's all I'm gonna do for a while, because I have my time boundaries that I set for myself, but they're true, honest ones, and not ones from the past. Have an amazing day. Be you. Speak truth. I love this little prayer that I do in tarot that I'll share with you, with me. So, we speak the truth. We see the truth. We speak the truth. We listen. We receive the highest good. We love. We give. Who will you be? I choose gratitude. I choose connectedness. I choose joy. Pick yours. Namaste.